Are you all ready? Sorry. Are you all ready to get fucking sad and depressed after Christmas? Are you all ready for me to talk about your Fakemon the way that I see y'all talking about others' Fakemon on my fucking server? If you think that this is going to be a nice, pleasant critique, you are deadly wrong. I told you all, I gave you loads of notice. So if this message and all that is giving you the wrong vibe, you can go back into that chat and delete your stupid little Fakemon. Have I made myself clear? Well, hey, yeah, it's me, DBS. What is up, everybody? Let's see. Hi, Master Chef. Hi, Matt. Hello, Cruz. Hello, Welsh. Hello, Pix. Hello, your boy Nando. Hello, Nico. Hello, Procelion. Hello, Score. Hello, Little Fandom. Hello. I think that's everybody. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's get some different music on. I was not prepared for this, but we just had a bit of a rant that I needed to do. So let's do some classic Gen 5. Why not? Let me get my audio balanced to a level where it's not deafening for me. You guys can still hear it. Okay. It's me. It's DBS. Where is the channel? Okay. So people are still posting. That's fine. I might go through it. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do it like first come, first served, or if it's gonna be like I pick and choose things, because there's already more stuff in there than I can do in one single stream. Anyone who's unfamiliar with the Fakemon review style, it's a series I used to do on YouTube where I looked back on my old fake decks and I critiqued myself rather harshly. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing to your guys' Fakemon right now. So as part of the rules for the challenge, or this live stream, I guess. The live stream is only open for people to submit, or the channel is only open for people to submit like an hour before the live stream. So ideally, anyone whose Fakemon I pick is in here waiting. So if I was to pick someone random, they would be in here. Because if they're not, I'm not going to do it. I want to see the light leave your eyes as I shit all over your little fucking drawing. Actually, you know what? Classic meme. Okay. This is gonna work. So here's Boulevard. This is my own guy. The basis, and this is the example that we use. This is just gonna show you how this style of thing works, because I do realize that it is some of your guys' first time here. Hello, Missy. And hello, Groovy Shrimp. So, we're called Boulevard. My handwriting is absolutely shocking. Also, by the way, I've been sick since the 20th. I'm also really fed up of being sick, so that's another reason I'm doing it. Its name is a combination of Boa, like the snake, and Boulevard, like the road. Because it's a rock dark type, and we'll get to that. It's a rock dark type. Its ability, or its basis, is gravity hills, which is a phenomenon in Ireland and probably elsewhere, where if your car is parked on a hill that seemingly goes uphill, it will roll uphill instead of downhill. So the idea is, car rolls up, this thing can like gravitate cars up towards its head, where it then eats the car, blah 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 blah. And its ability is a custom one called Gravitate, where it induces strong gravity on all the Pokemon. Now, here's the thing. Even before I even talk about the design, which I fucking hate, Gravitate, intense gravity, in Pokemon where it removes, it basically removes the flying type. What business does a fucking rock type have with an ability that removes something it's super effective against. So this thing should be a ground dark type. Because, newsflash, asshole! Roads are on the ground! You dickhead! So, yeah. Let me make myself angry, because we're doing the Fakemon review, and I'm angry for this. And I have to be angry the whole time. Okay. So, opponent's clever, blah, 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 blah. So then what I would do is I'd be like, okay, look, we want to make it a snake. It doesn't really look like a snake. It doesn't have to necessarily look like a snake. So then I'd be like, blah, blah, look, thing. You can use, like, the layers of the road. You can look up, like, sediment, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then we make a new fucking snake. I don't design the new Pokemon for you, but I, like, do a layout of how I would do it. It's not a case of I'm gonna say, it's not a case that I'm gonna say, hey, do this to your design, it'll fix it. It's just a case of what I would do. Because, hey, there's this principle I always fucking went by, called add-on syndrome, which is where you don't add on to a design, but guess what? Those are 3 different fucking Pokemon. So I'm fucked if I even know what design conventions in this franchise are anymore. Anyway. Shitting fucking Jesus Christ. Okay, so. Scrolly, rolly. Let's do the first one. Let's just do the first one. Let's just get it up and open. Let's just get it in here. Let's just do the first one. Are we ready, kids? I told you. I gave you ample warning. If you go crying to your parents, it's not my problem. I was going to say it's not my fault. And it isn't my fault. But it's not my problem either. Images are goddamn astronomically sized. I don't know why Discord does this. Can I shrink the image, please? Can we get some kind of idea of what we're looking at today? Jesus Christ. Sorry to any Christians in my Christian server. I will use the Lord's name in vain a lot. Okay, I'm going to make my brush size a 6. Okay. Where the fuck is my live stream? Okay. Let me drink. And we have a water shortage, and I think I drank the last of my water. Pix, are you in the chat? Okay, there he is. Perfect. Baba Booey. Let me do some details, and we always do this in red because it's way more threatening. So we've Pull Up. It's over there. Who evolves into Surprotect. I think you can immediately figure it's something I don't like. Which is water into Water Dragon. It's pretty goated typing, not gonna lie. Etymology. Okay, this is the fun one. And I won't say I'm any fucking saint when it comes to this. So Pull Up is a combination of pull plus rope. And Surprotect is serpent. Plus protect. Also, if I haven't made it clear, I am still sick. So I'll probably, like, be fucking burping and coughing and all sorts of bollocks throughout this. The basis is pool ropes and serpents. So pool ropes, I assume, are like pool noodles. Though I could be wrong. No, I am wrong. A pool rope is a rope in a pool, essentially. Why am I in a shop? I want images. I want images, you stupid Google fuck. You dumb bitch. There we go. These kind of guys. Everyone's got some form of bug. Yeah, this thing I've had has been worse than COVID. As somebody who has had COVID. I guess it's kind of like this vibe. And Okay, so I'm just going to read again what we've seen. I'm going to try and keep everything somewhat in frame for you guys. Can I shrink this at all? So I can extend it, but I can't shrink it. How lovely is that? How goddamn beautiful is that? Okay. Pool ropes, serpents. So basically these things and snakes. Why with these things with snakes? Well, it's because they are they're snake shaped, I assume. Because again, my nostrils cognitive snot. Yeah, well that was me for the past 10 days, 7 days. Well, I don't know what date it is. Pull-up has squiggly ropes because they make their nose look like a tissue, and because it looks like plants and other trash getting stuck in the one part of the pool rope that broke off. That is a very long sentence. And we're just going to zoom in here. Okay. So pull-up has squiggly ropes. I assume we're talking about this. So pull-up has squiggly ropes because they make their nose look like a tissue. So why? And because it looks like plants and other trash getting stuck in the one part of the pool rope that broke off. Okay. There's something very obvious here. That... There's no need for it to look like a tissue because the guy isn't sick. You know... I think of swimming pool, I don't think of tissues, you know? If I'm thinking of swimming pools and tissues, I'm not going to that swimming pool. So, immediately, if we just do, like, whatever the kind of buoyant bits are, I suppose? Those bits? Let's say with this guy, snake body coming out the end. I'm not going to have its nose be like a crumpled up tissue. Especially if you still want the illusion of it being a broken tissue. Or a broken rope. It's a snake. It can look like a snake tongue. I need to save this. I gotta save this. Let's see. Baba Booey. Let's say DBS. Fakemon review. Okay, cool. So I think with like that first design, it's just... It's needlessly complicated. Like just say, it can look like a broken rope, but just make it the tongue. Especially because with this guy, it is a tongue. Or it's either a tongue or a beard, because its nose is up here, you know? So let's see. This line is also another weak, useless baby to big, beefy, water type line like Gyarados and Galaxy. Okay, so there's no real influence as to why... There's no real influence as to why it becomes a big, crazy dragon style thing. Sure, and yeah, let's talk about the names. Pull-up and Serprotect are not good names. I think Pull-up especially. Pull-up makes me... When I hear Pull-up, I think of like a rabbit. I don't know why, but it doesn't give me... It doesn't tell me what this thing is, you know? Like, if you name any Pokemon like Magnemite, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a magnet. Like, it's clearly magnets or something. Or like, even a Paldea Pokemon. Even something like Rabska, I'm like, oh, that's a crazy name, but it's a crazy looking guy. And then you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, it's Scarab, broken half, twisted backwards. Do you know what I mean? Serprotect. So, first, what I would say about this... And, you know, it could be me. I could just not be getting it. But with stuff like this, the basis, I think... I literally think the basis in this is that these things are long, serpents are long, Asian dragons are also long, you know? Like, I would almost give this guy maybe something up here. Because it's very long and noodly. Especially if you're going for kind of like the Magikarp into Gyarados style thing. I don't get a sense of power from this. If that makes sense. Snake and water pool open. Yeah, but why does it become a dragon? Especially then, because if it's a snake, what is this? So that's not very snake-like at all. It's no dragon. It's no dragon. It's no dragon. It's no dragon. What? It's no dragon. That's a dragon face. I will not be made to bleed my own blood. That is a dragon. Because if it wasn't a dragon, why does it have a dragon face? I told y'all I was going in. I told you I was going in, and I am here. I'm here now. I've been sick for a week. Tomorrow's stream will be a lot more fun and lighthearted, I promise. Okay. So, what I would change with this. It's inspired. Okay. My guy, if it looks like a rhinoceros, and it sounds like a rhinoceros, and it smells like a rhinoceros, it's a fucking rhinoceros. It's inspired by dragons. It's dragon type. It's dragon. It looks like a dragon. It's a dragon. So what I would do for this, it's even in the dragon, like the Asian dragon, like swirly wavy pose, you know? So basically with this, I'm unclear as to like whether these back bits are like tail fins or whether they're feet. Because if you want to go for like a snake, hey Blighty, like you could almost do like maybe the... Let me think about this. You could do like maybe the thing kind of splits open. So it's a face. Like this could be a mouth as well. And then if it's a bunch of ropes, there could maybe be like 3 that come out that make it more like a cobra or something. If that makes sense. And then those could like come back into one of those, and then that could like go off. You could do so many things with this. You could do hydras, where like the heads kind of, it comes out in different ways like that. Because then these things almost look like arms, you know, so you could like give it kind of noodly arms as well. I think, and I'm obviously trying to relearn how to do this because it's been ages since I've done it. So the first thing is just like shape language. I think that's fine. I think the main issue is the kind of snake bits here are too kind of wiggly and weird. You can get across the idea of like a broken rope without it seeming like. It looks like a stripy poop almost. Water electric eel. Yeah, like there are loads of like serpentine sea creatures as well. And there's definitely something you could do with like this style, you know, where each of these is like a bulb or something. I'm not saying you have to change the types or anything. But it's just trying to think of other ways. Because you can try and tell me this isn't a dragon all day. But I'm not believing it. I also do want to try and go through these a lot quicker than I would have got in the past. I don't hate this by any means. Despite my angry avatar. I just think... I get the concept is we want this thing. So the concept is tiny little fart of a first thing into like a magnificent second thing. The issue with the second one is it doesn't seem magnificent to me. It seems like I could pick it up by its head and fling it around the room. You know, I think it needs to be a bit chunkier. Another way you can do that is if you want to keep like the length, but not kind of bulk it up. Is, let's say the head is there. You could go up and then down and then like spiral elements of it around, so it kind of gives it a bigger silhouette, even though it's still like the same noodly thing, if that makes sense. Grab the head and use it like a lasso. Exactly. Eat the noodle. Exactly. So I think there's definitely potential there. It's just I don't know. I'd say Puro for the Prevo, but like an anchor chain for the Evolve. Yeah, I think that's another thing that Welsh has actually reminded me of. There's, despite the concept, okay, so Magikarp to Gyarados, the entire concept of that is like the salmon that jumps over the, I can't remember the name of the gate, but like, you know, salmon jump up waterfalls. And then there's the whole legend of if it jumps over like the gate at the top, it turns into a dragon. Gyarados looks like a dragon. Then Feebas is kind of like an ugly duckling situation. I think there's another one. But in terms of like a concept, what is this? You know? Like and I'm not saying every single evolutionary line has to tell a story, but it's like, if you look at Binacle, it's two barnacles on a rock. What's the natural next step of that? More barnacles. Oh look, they've become a man because they're all hand-shaped, you know? Whereas this is like, oh, it's a broken little pool guy. Now it's just it's just longer. Yeah. Which is bananas, because we have things like Pawmo that now exist in Pokemon. And people can be like, oh, I don't like Inteleon, it looks like shit. Or I don't like Quaquaval, it looks like shit. Or I don't like Pawmo and Pawmot, they look like shit. But they are Pokemon. And no amount of complaining we do will change that. There's no story about what's Wimpod. So Wimpod takes the whole like, oh, I'm scared thing, but flips it on his head. So Wimpod is like a little wimp, obviously runs away. Then Golisopod appears like this big badass thing, but it's still scared based on its ability, which I think I wish its ability worked slightly different, but I do like the idea behind it. Also, Wimpod is based off of an animal, so I guess it's an easier it's an easier kind of oh god, never get sick, I swear to god. Like Golisopod almost looks like a samurai. Like Golisopod looks super noble, but it's still kind of its ability works the exact same. It just retreats as opposed to runs away scared. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there for that one. Congratulations, Pix, you survived. Okay, and did people want me to go in order, or did we want me to go random? So I think I saw random. Order. Random. Order. Random. Random. Oh, we are... Oh, we are literally 4 for 4. Oh my god. 5, 6. Pick the ones you have something to say about. Okay, random is winning. Okay, perfect. Pick the ones I have something to say about. I suppose, yeah, that would make the best sense. I'm going to scroll down. Pick the ones I want to talk about. Okay, here's a good one. Here's one to fuel my rage for the infinite states of the universe. I don't even know what this sentence means. But this is a lesson in submissions, in fact. So prepare your fucking asses. Bam. Little Fandom X, are you in the chat? Okay. Let's do the details first. We've Mantiny and Mantis. This music is too much. It's too happy. The names are pretty self-explanatory. It's a bug that evolves into a bug ice type. It's small. It becomes icy. Bug ice. Basis. Praying Mantis. And Icicles. Okay. Mantiny live in the deepest areas of forests, so they are a rare Pokemon. If they feel threatened, they can harden their body into a crystal-like icy material and then knock out their opponents with their crystallized bodies. Okay, cool. And Mantis. Bug and Ice, which is a terrible type combination, but we don't worry about that with Fakemon. When Mantiny evolved to Mantis, ice will stick to their bodies. The ice becomes protective armor around their exoskeletons to give them extra protection. Okay. How in the everlasting fuck am I meant to see Mantis if Mantiny is in front of him? I'm joshing. Okay, let's actually do this. Okay, so, and this comes back because this used to be the thing. This used to be the thing that I did. This would be my biggest critique all the time. To me, it looks like they just get bigger, but that's just what Pokemon do now. You know? Okay. So Mantis. I think Mantis as a name is... I think it works. Mantiny kind of looks like man and tiny. Like tiny man. You know? So... with... And I am getting confused now, because I don't know if this blue bit here is Mantiny's ass, or if it's Mantis's arm. So that's going to be our first rule. And I want to just check that I said it or not. And I said, if I cannot see the image clearly, I will not review your Fakemon. Now, I have chosen to review it, but I can't tell what's what here. And something important to remember is, you designed the thing, you know what it looks like. Everybody else does not. It's their first time seeing it. If you don't have visual clarity, people are not going to understand what they're looking at. So let me check. So you just posted Mantis by itself. Yes, but you should have done it earlier. Okay, let me get them in there. So why is this image so small? Okay. And this is very weird, okay? Mantis, can I pick a fucking size of the canvas that's not stupid bullshit? Oh my god. Okay. Mantis. Mantis! Woo! Okay. Praying Mantis. You have the arm. Comes back up. Then you have the scythe. Okay? This arm kind of does that. Something as well that I'm not totally clear on is, do these guys use these kind of arms to walk on? Because if they're just walking on like their back legs, they're very front heavy. But in regards to these front legs, I've lost my visual clarity, everybody. Okay, let's put you over there. Why does the one with literal ice in its name, that comes from the word icicle, have like a shovel for a hand? So if we go like, let's say there's a shoulder, then there's an arm, then there's the uppity bit. It's like a shovel, you know? Now let's say we do this, arm goes down, forearm, and then it's an icicle. If it's based on icicles, we're icicles. Score's got it. Like, here, it's a fairly unanimous, I almost want to say obvious pairing of two things. Praying Mantis have sights. An Ice Pick Claw also works. Like, this and that go together like peaches and gravy, you know what I mean? Like, it's... It seems it's obvious, you know? It's all about... it goes back to shape language. It's all about trying to find natural... it's all about finding, like, natural ways to marry your concepts. I don't get Mantis from this. And I'm not saying every single Pokemon needs to look exactly like the animal they're based off of. Spidops is a man, but it's still clearly a spider. Whereas I don't get Mantis from this, like, at all. I get Mantis kind of from the first stage. But with this, not so much. Another thing I'm seeing is... let me count this. So 1, 2, 3, 4... 5... 6... 6... Is that the same color as the blue? It has a lot of colors in it as well. Especially the head. Like, I'm not sure... I'm not sure what exactly... The head doesn't have a lot of clarity. If you know what I mean. So, like, I'm not sure what this is. This yellow accent kind of mohawk. Like, if I drew it from head on, I imagine it would look like... this. And then I'm like, okay, why does it have an axe-shaped head? And then the arms come down. Like, if it's a Mantis, you know, it's a bug. You can always go for antenna. Let me, bear with me a sec. Praying Mantis. It gains a yellow spike in its head from the yellow part of Mantiny's head. But why? I'm here. Hello, Sand. Okay, and if we take, like, Lurantis. Lurantis is not a mantis. Lurantis is... I think it's a mantis orchid. It's a flower that looks like a mantis. But it has... And the arrow is pointing right to it. Elbow, massive scythe. And I was thinking of Caesar, but Caesar is irrelevant. Scyther. Scyther's a dinosaur, okay? But Scyther is a mantis. And I know you can't see it, but there is like an arm back there. It's an orchid mantis, which is a breed of mantis. No, Lurantis is based on an orchid mantis, but Lurantis is not a mantis. Lurantis is a mantis-shaped flower. Lurantis takes the concept of the orchid mantis and flips it on its head. So instead of being a mantis that resembles a flower, it's a flower that resembles a mantis. That's why it's not bug type, it's grass type. How long will this be going for? So if it's only an hour or two, then I'll wait to submit a design. White grass bug? It's not grass bug, it's just grass. You're saying this all very confidently without actually looking up what you're talking about. If Lurantis was bug type, I'd be eating my own shit because I'd be a liar. But I'm not a liar. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Scyther is a bug. Leavanny is a bug grass type. Because Leavanny is a bug that wears plants. That's why Fomantis' name is Fomantis, because it's a false mantis. It's not real. It's not real. Urgh. I thought the yellow spike was going to be a cool detail to it, plus it's not get rid of the yellow colouring that Mantini is. But why does Mantini have yellow colouring on its head? Like, to me, it just seems... It seems like a random detail. It kind of seems like Mantini would evolve into or Mantis would evolve into Mantini, I don't know. Yeah, so, like, the arms seem to regress, almost. And I like a more bug-shaped design. I like a big bug ass, basically. But my issue here, okay, let's do a test, okay? I'm gonna go up into the corner here. And I'm going to wait a second before I do that. Oh, gee, oh, shitting. Oh, Christ. Okay, hang on. Let me move Scyther out of the way. Scyther, you're a parasite. Okay. If I go down here. This is a test. Okay. Which Fakemon am I drawing? Am I doing Mantini or Mantis? Am I making my point obvious? Oh, we got a Mantini. Uh-oh. It's Mantis. See what I mean? I could have easily... That was a test. Whoever answered first was going to be proven wrong. Because if he said Mantis, I would have turned it into Mantini. They're really similar. In terms of like body shape. Something as well that Pokemon doesn't do enough of. And I think like a Mantis, I forgot yeah, it's called simplification. It's for the purposes of showcasing. Show me the May design. There's no point. It's this design we're talking about. If you want, if Mantis was a longer vertically, like an Icicle or a praying Mantis. Yeah, here's the thing. Sorry if people don't like bugs, but we are talking about a bug Pokemon. Mantises are really fucking long. Do you know what else is long? Icicles. They also have, like, their arms, while they don't function like this, look mechanical enough to where they could be, like, catapults, almost. Like, this thing could throw snowballs, you know? Like, there's a lot of visual stuff you could do with just the prompts Mantis and Icicle, you know? Very, very alien looking to regardless Mantis species. Yeah, and maybe Mantis more dynamic pose. That's another thing. So, the poses, they're both kind of like 3/4 facing left. Like they're both kind of looking down that way, you know. Like look at Scyther here. Oh yeah, actually this is a perfect example. Okay, so bear with me. Can I pick up the fucking image? I have to turn on auto select, the bane of my existence. Little Phantom has problem only making chibi portions, honestly. Matt, that is a very big statement coming from you, mister. So let me get Scyther here. You guys knew what you were signing up to. Can I get Scyther's fucking 3D model, please? Why is it so hard to find? When I look up Scyther 3D, I'm getting all these really cool fan renders of Scyther, for fuck's sake. I just want his model. Scyther. Oh, I have a point that I'm trying to make. Go Servi. I'm on Bulbapedia. At least I'm not in fandom. Okay, this is this is gonna be super fucking small. Okay. If I was showing off something for the first time, and I know that the quality isn't representative of my argument, everybody and their mom agrees that the 3D models in Pokemon for like the 3 generations they were up until now have been really horrible. Because with the official art, I could even show you this with like Gen 5 GIFs if Photoshop would play GIFs for me, but it won't, which is why I'm not doing that. But think about posing, because like even seeing if your first impression of Scyther was this, you know, you're like, oh, does it have a scythe here? You know, oh, like, oh, I guess it has wings. But here it's like, holy shit, like this guy, it's not so much an action pose, but he's like doing something, you know? I wouldn't say it's a problem with the models, more the way they're animated. Yes. Semantics. You know what I meant. The models are actually fine. The models have gotten a lot better in Gen 9 as well. And the animations. But yes, it is an animation thing. Like this. And with animation, it's all about posing. Yeah. You're gonna look at other Mantis Fakemon for references to help. Okay, so don't look at Mantis Fakemon for references. Look at Mantises. There's a thing where people will reference other artists' work as opposed to referencing what those artists used for reference themselves. So when people are... Okay. When they designed Lurantis, they didn't look at, like, Mantis. Or they didn't look at Scyther. They looked at the Crab Orchid. Or the Crab... That's me getting confused now with True Green 7's thing. They didn't look at other Fakemon. Or they didn't look at other Mantis Pokemon. They looked at the Orchid Flower. You know, they looked at the actual animal that it was based off of. If you're making a Mantis Pokemon with icicles, you should be looking at the thing that you were basing it off. To go back to Mantis, with Mantine, I see the Mantis arm, but here it's lost. So I don't see Mantis at all. You know? Another thing as well is the head has all of this, like, kind of seemingly random kind of color detail. But then the body is just, like, flat shapes. Like, this leg is very flat. This is very flat. Especially if it's an icicle, you know, you could do, like, ice shards coming off the back. Especially if it's an insect. Insects always have those, like, spiny back legs. You know? So I would say for the arms, definitely. Oh, this is a point I fucking forgot to make 12 minutes ago. Jesus Christ. Something that Pokemon doesn't do enough of, and I wish they would. Golisopod is a good example of it, and Crawdont is the one that actually came to mind. Don't be afraid to give your insectoid Pokemon many legs. Because with these two guys especially, I feel like they're going to fall over. Because for me, their arms are their arms. They shouldn't also be their legs. Maybe with the first stage. Because it's kind of cute. He can, like, rear up, swing his arms around, try and fall over. Well, not try and fall over. He will fall over. But then with the second one, it gains an extra pair of legs that then helps stabilize it. And then it can use its singers, what should I say? The blues in it are supposed to be icy texture and harmless rendering art. No, that's fine. I understand that they are meant to be ice. Like, when I see this and I know it's an ice type, I'm like, okay, the bright blue parts are ice. That's fine. This isn't about, like... This isn't about art styles. It's about proportions. So here's the thing. Because obviously, I went on True Green 7's 4 Artist series. And I've always thought that I was never good enough to be on that. Because they always do, like, Sugimori style. But it dawned on me when I was invited. People don't recognize Pikachu because he's drawn in a certain style. People recognize Pikachu because it's a good fucking character design. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad at drawing. If the actual thing reads properly. Like, you can bet in a million zillion years that they're never gonna, like, reveal a new Pokemon in the style here that I've just drawn. But that doesn't matter, yeah? It's palmy. It's not about your artistic ability. I'm gonna bring myself back off angry because I feel like I feel like it's just getting too intense. I also feel like I'm going mad with the Charlie Day meme again. It doesn't matter your ability to render. It's all in the actual character design itself. Do you know what I mean? So... And also consider doing a pose where, like... So see Crawdont here? Even Lurantis here. I know that this one is an official. Doesn't matter if it needs color stuff. No. Lurantis... This isn't official. The Crawdont is. But... Consider... the way it would look if it was completely covered up. So I can't do these on these now because they have black backgrounds. But with Crawdont, like, it's... can I fucking not be selecting everything, please? Like, this claw is going off that way, this claw is going off this way. Its other claw isn't here, like, blocking its belly. Whereas here, like, the posing of the two of them is just way too similar, I feel. Even something like changing up the posing, I feel, would work wonders. Initially, like, I think that's a good first step. Oh, my whoo, tune of my life. So that, and as well, because it's a bug, I'm going to look up baby mantis, see what that looks like. Silhouette, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Okay, I just found a praying mantis eating its own child. Okay, yeah, so baby praying mantises are like really tiny, tiny normal mantises. But with these, I just feel it's too similar. There's this whole debate about like, oh, the head spike on this is just the yellow pattern on this guy, but a spike. But why? You know? Like, if its whole deal is ice, shouldn't this be like an icy circle, and then, you know, it turns into an ice crown or something? And then, you know, you have... So let's say, like, that's just ice. And then that can become an ice crown. And then with crowns, they have kind of the... I can't think of the word. You know, where they go up, basically. They have verticality to them. You know what else has verticality? Antenna. So, like, there's a lot there. There's a lot of potential, I feel. I think Mantis is a good name. I think Mantini could use some work. Even if it, like, Larvice, maybe? Something like that? Yellow ice was the center, because it's P, Percelion. Don't eat yellow snow. Okay. That was that. It's called Little Fandom X. Or LFX. It could be a crystal. Exactly. You know, like, yeah, there's nothing in it, Mantini's design, that makes me feel like it could crystallize itself. And as well with both the claws being like that bright blue, where this one's ice. But then this one isn't. And as well, if it's going to be crystalline, you could definitely do like more jagged kind of shapes. Because currently it's all very circular. Yeah. So it can still have like these circular bits, but then the claws should kind of be more jagged to kind of get in that like power nature, you know? Show that it can like bust you to pieces. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, we have people submitting Pokemon without adhering to the format that I told you to submit in, so that's interesting. Who's next? Because I'm afraid. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up. Geez, there have been loads submitted since I last looked here. I'm going to take a quick break after this one, just to get some water, because I can feel my throat getting pretty dry. Okay. I'm not gonna feel super bad about this, because, you'll see. Here's some dogs. Okay. So this is Pacanine, I think it's pronounced. It's clearly Pac Canine. Raw, normal type. Basis wolf pack hunting dogs, yeah. Created in 2010. So. That's 13 years ago. Jesus Christ. Some of you aren't even that old. This is prime Fakemon review era, by the way. Pukedex. It's an early normal type mon in the same vein as Zigzagoon and Rattata, and the final stage of a 3-stage... Oh, fuck, dude, fuck off. So, it's an early... It's an early route normal type. Because we have to get away from saying regional rodent, because Lechonk is not a rodent, and neither are half of them at this point. It's the final stage of a 3-stage line. Okay. And I'm assuming... I can see you in chat, Percellian. I'm assuming that this isn't like a mousehold situation. Like, these are 3 different dogs. Which is making my spidey senses wonder why they have different colored eyes. This is like a gender difference, and then the shiny. How many entries are allowed to submit? Okay. So this is Looker's team. That's irrelevant. So this is one Pokemon, just like Mousehold, but 12 years ago. Okay. Percellian. These are just ordinary ass fucking dogs. And I know you know this. I thought Mousehold is Gen 9's regional rodent. No, it's done. We are... all the tropes are gone. They're dead. We killed them. Pika clones evolve. It's a Route 1 normal type. What else? What's the other one? Pika clones evolve. The Zodiac is gone. Palmy can get fucked. Okay. So here's the thing, okay, about this. Also, back in 2010, you've no excuse for this. The fucking early Route 1 normal type evolving 3 times? Are you shitting me? Though I assume your reasoning was... I assume, like, the first stage is a puppy, and then the second stage is 2 dogs, and then this stage is 3. Okay, so here's the thing. Because before now, so the line went exactly, yeah, I knew. Before Paldea, I would have been like, if you want to make a Pokemon like this, you have 3 dogs, make it a Cerberus, you know? Combine them all into one. But now that Mousehold exists, who am I to say that, like, you can't do this, you know? I put up a tweet that turned out to be a banger back on, like, the 20th of November, 2 days after Paldea came out. Paldea. But, and it was like, everything about this generation has me questioning what it is to be a Fakemon artist, which has been super interesting today, and I've been really looking forward to doing this again, because I have no authority with anything. The only thing I can say about these guys is that they are just two ordinary dogs. Well, they're three ordinary dogs, but like they're too much ordinary dogs. This is literally a stylization thing. You know? I don't think they would do... But then they kind of look like Lycanroc, you know? Like it's fucking bananas. Let me get Lycanroc in here. We all know what Lycanroc looks like, but... Hang on, guys. Look, it's me. You might be saying, who's me? But just get ready, guys. Wait for it, hang on. Hey guys, it's me, Percelian from 12 years ago. That's a Pokemon now. Who am I to say that this isn't a fucking Pokemon, you know? Oh my god, I need a drink soon. And by that I mean, like, literally water. Oh, we don't have... Fuck. Okay, I might have some alcohol. I just need something. But do you know what I mean? It's like... I like the idea of multiple bonds. Yeah, I like the idea of, like, the puppy that then turns into two things, then three things. For me, this is literally just a stylization problem. Lycanroc is just a dog. Lycanroc is a dog with rocks coming out of it. I'm not going to bang on that Lycanroc is some crazy, awesome design, but at least it does have this going for it. And then people are like, oh, why, it stands up, why do you like it? It's like, because it's a fucking werewolf, you dope. That's what they do. And then it like has the rocks that one becomes like the edgy kind of fringe, and then the other four become almost rib-like, you know. Like, I think Lycanroc is a good boy. Except this one, because I hate it, because I have to wake up at like 5 AM to evolve at one time. Anyway. Because I was playing Ultra Moon, I think. Which is absolutely bananas requirement to evolve. I think as well the eye thing. So, is there like a tri-attack style gimmick with this, or is it literally just like, is it literally just the eyes are different colors because it's funny? Do you know what I mean? I'm going back into my 2010 mindset where it's just like, we need to tell these dogs apart somehow, you know. Made it your first DBS stream. Hello, Marmar and more. I'm giving out about my audience, but not in a way that's actually life-altering. Where the fuck is my pen? Collective Pokemon as a whole, like, just confuse me a lot. But it's the fact, like, Mousehold is the craziest one because it just evolves. Like, I thought my game was bugged because, like, there was no evolution sequence when I evolved my Tandem Mouse. I think it was just so they didn't all look the same. Exactly, yeah, that's what I thought. That's supposed to happen. You're sure it's a glitch? It's not a glitch. No, they do evolve when you're not looking, because they couldn't do it while you're looking, because that's not safe for children. Tandem can evolve the piece. What the fuck is this Poke? It's so weird. This generation is fucked with me, dudes. Yeah, like I think the issue currently is that they're just dogs. And obviously they can still just be dogs. You found the note on how they evolved? Do let me know. But the fact... If we did this last year, I would have said that this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And I would have been like, why not just make it a Cerberus? But now, I'm like, no, it's grand. Like, it's good. Because what Pokemon are have changed so much with this last generation. And it goes back to, oh, well, it doesn't feel like Pokemon, or Tentamus doesn't feel like Pokemon. But it is. No amount of us giving out is going to change that. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is the epitome of glitching. I like to think that children in mouse old are just baby mice. Yeah, and then sometimes they eat one of them, I guess. Normal type dog. Okay. And yeah, again, this isn't a design thing, it's a stylization thing. You can still have like the brown kind of I can't draw dogs right now. This looks like a llama. This is literally all about style. Because if we go to the other normal type dog that my... And I think the only normal type... Actually, there's this and there's also Furfur. Herdier is a Yorkshire Terrier. Like... Herdier is a stylized dog. You know? Hang on a second. You'd leave the two of the first stage at the daycare and they'd fuse into the second stage. Do the same with another first stage and they fuse in the third stage. The hell? But you see what I mean? Herdier, it has like the... It's all about the proportions. Shape language. It always goes back to shape language. So instead of like the they do the whole mustache thing and then Stoutland has a big mustache. I suppose with these, not seeing the first two stages, I can't think of anything because I can't see them. But in regards to like pack animals, like wolves, I'd say you could almost give them claws. Or again, these are like 2010 designs, and I think you said you were remaking them anyway. They're normal type dogs. You know, it's there's not much I can add. I think the obvious thing to do is do Cerberus, but then that's just like whatever. But yeah, it's just a stylizing thing. Hello, Yanis. This is the weirdest stream. I personally think Cerberus is the way to go. Yeah, but that's the thing. I would have said that, but we have Tandemaus. And I know people are saying like, oh, you had Phalanx or whatever. But was there ever like a collective Pokemon before that was like just two animals together? You know, like, because Phalanx is like, it's 5 little guys being led by one with a bigger horn. Execute is a bunch of eggs. But I don't think there's been any that are like, oh! I think if you make each dog do something different, then it's too visually busy. Because remember, this is one Pokemon. It needs to it takes up the space as all other one Pokemon. If every dog is doing something different. Dugtrio. Yeah, but Dugtrio is hardly an animal. You know, it's poop with a nose. Tandemaus is small and simple design you can copy and paste. That's what I'm saying. It's all about stylization with these. I think they should be smaller. Easier to kind of fit in a space. Okay, I think Pro has. Those middle stages are just dogs. Give them different functions. No, they can just function as one. If they have, if it's all, and I think the eyes could all be the same color as well. Break up the brown with more bits of white. Break up the white with more bits of brown. I think the evolution method's kind of silly, but I think this is possible to make work. I'm going to go downstairs now and get a beverage because it's actually kind of hard to speak now because my throat is fucking drying up. But I will be back. So I did that very quickly. I'm very sorry. I forgot that the BRB button actually puts me into BRB immediately. See, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. So let's see. Maybe I'll get angry again. Who knows? Babies. I'm eating a flapjack. Cry about it. And so who has joined us in the meantime? Hello, Monster Asylum. I haven't said hello to Escondida or Lime Yellow or Crazy Nova or Autumn. I don't know if I said hi to Shark either. Well, hello everyone. I know you've been in there forever. Okay. let me scroll up, because I don't know how many lines have actually been submitted. But it's a lot. And it goes without saying, but like, I'm not, like, totally eager to review things that I like. It's kind of, because, like, I'll just put it on screen and go like, yeah, this is good. So I guess if I looked at your fucking Pokemon, I hate it. Rate the Flapjack on a scale from 1 to 10, fucking 0, because it keeps breaking all over the place. It just made those dogs look like they were traced from stock images. I don't really care, because it was 13 years ago. Oh my god, he said my name. Monster Asylum. I'm drinking cider as well. Oh my god, my throat. Oh my god, fucking hell. Okay. Okay. Scrolly, rolly, 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 rolly. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Let me take a look. How's everybody doing? Did you have a nice Christmas? We're all crying while the server's closed. What on God's green fucking flat earth? Okay. Let's take a look at this. So I have questions. Okay. Server closing is cringe, bro. F out of 10. Where I cry about it out of I don't care. I was sick as well for Christmas, so there's no fucking way I was gonna be able to moderate. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Galapian Sudowoodo. So it is a Sudowoodo. So a regional variant. Yes, my G's look like S's. Don't fuck with me. Regional variant. You've written that its type on Discord is grass. I know it was a mistake, but I'm going to keep it here because it's funny. It's based on dead trees. Possessed. It just says possessed, so I guess it's based on possession. And haunted forests. So, can anyone tell me what the main issue is here before we even look at the design? And who's this way? This is Master Sheffy. It's more like Convergent Evolution, not regional grass. Why is it grass type? I will wait. Because I know you're here, Master Sheffy. It's fat. Well, I kind of want to find this. Arvalis, the guy who did the realistic Pokemon, who worked on Detective Pikachu. He said that when he was brought in to like do Pokemon designs, and this is probably a joke, but he was like, most Pokemon are phallic in nature and it's intentional. Yes. Why is Sudowoodo grass type? Miraidon, what? Because dead trees. But why not make a regional variant of a dead tree out of a Pokemon that is already a tree? Also, I want to get an audio clip. If I can find it. Sudowoodo is petrified. Sudowoodo is a lot of things, and none of what it is a grass type. And I'm not saying that's a problem on its own, but it's the fact that it's... You take... You take the... You take the whole thing of Sudowoodo. So Sudowoodo's like, ha! I'm a rock! Woohoo! There's Sudowoodo there. I look like a tree! So then it goes to another region, and then suddenly, it's not only grass type. And I know it's not literally, they go on holidays and they change into regional variants, but they go there and then they get possessed by a thing. I just don't see the logic in how it becomes grass type. And you've even said it that it was supposed to be a regional fake, but you changed it last minute. That's not a good idea. Now, I will firsthand say that the regional fakes, convergent evolutions we do have, and this is in a True Green 7 video, which I think is hilarious, because we recorded that video before we had played Scarlet and Violet. I very confidently say, if a regional fake... or / convergent evolution evolves into something that looks the same, it should have just been a regional variant. And I stand by that. I think Toadscool and Wiglet should have just been Paldean, Diglett, and Tentacool. I don't know why they're different Pokemon. It's very confusing. Anyway. Sudowoodo is a rock pretending to be a tree. Sudowoodo this tree pretending to be a rock is a good idea. This isn't a tree pretending to be a rock, though. This is Sudowoodo that became a tree and got a disease. Like, it's very odd. Maybe the grass type is because it looks like specific plant or fungus. Then it should be rock grass. Not pure grass. So, Master Chefy. Are these bits like ghost wisps, or are they worms? And I'm going to zoom in just so we're all aware of what I'm talking about. Worm? Or wisp? TBS, I'm a great voice actor for Dodo. It's a disease so bad it turned into a real tree. Ghost. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, haunted forests. Okay. Christ alive. Don't get sick. It's horrible. So, I think, first of all, I love how I just have a Sudowoodo here with an arrow. So, I think the first thing you need to do is solidify your concept. Because you shouldn't really be able to... just swap if it's a regional variant or a regional fake. And I'm going to keep calling them regional fakes because we have no official terminology for them, you know? I didn't color mine. Do we have to color them? No, not at all. But Monster Asylum, I will tell you that I liked yours. I looked over it, so it's probably not going to be... yeah. I was born in the darkness. Okay. So concept, I think, is key. Because if it's like a... I think Convergent Mon sounds better. Oh, like as a term. Yeah. I think when you're saying regional variant, I think in that conversation, it's easier to say regional fake, because you can say regional variant, regional fake. Otherwise, you're saying regional variant, convergent evolution. Like, it's a lot of big words altogether. So your concept here. So it's dead trees, possession, haunted forests. So my issue with this currently is these don't look like wisps. They do look like worms, which is why I asked. The only reason I thought of them as being wisps is because it's ghost type. Call them lookalikes. I just call them converted species because they're trying to fake anyone. Yeah, I guess. So if it's, and this basically all comes down to, I think the typing comes down to what it actually is. If it's a regional variant, I think it should be rock ghost. Fucking hell, rock ghost, guys. Can I please give out about this for a second? Gen 8, we had Rune Rodriguez, guy literally made of clay, fucking rock tablet bollocks. Ground ghost. I'm like, for fuck's sake, we've had like 4 of those by that stage. And then Gen 9, I know that Grievert isn't a fire type because it has a candle. Houndstone has a tombstone on his head. His name is literally Houndstone, and he's not Ghost Rock. I was furious. Okay. Woo! Okay, anyway. That's my argument. Rock Ghost, where's it at? It's the only ghost type we don't have a combo for yet. Sheesh. Okay. Here's what I would think of. Or here's what I am thinking of. So he's a Sudowoodo looking ass. Doing it, popping a squat. Baba Booey. He's possessed as well, okay? And he's possessed by a ghost. He's inspired by... Nothing about this reads as a tree, honestly. It's just like a long shape. So what we could do... When I think of haunted forest, I'm gonna look up haunted forest and see what comes up. Because I have a visual in mind immediately. So it's always like twisted, nasty kind of tendril roots and stuff. But what is coming to mind especially is old Disney. Sleeping Beauty. You know, the thorns. So we could do Sudowoodo, but like with an even more blank expression. And then the arms. And even if you want to make these tendrils like out of ghost energy, I guess. I suppose then the added challenge of if you're making a you gotta go, see you later, little X, thank you for your submission. I suppose the problem Ghostly Thorns wrapped around its withers arms. Yeah, so like the arms could have like been usurped, you know. And it could have like these tendrils wrapped all around it. Especially if it's possessed, you know? The issue if you're making a convergent evolution is you need to have like a clever name. Clever is a... Wiglet I don't think is clever. I think Toadstool is kind of clever. Because it's not only like Toadstool with tentacle, but it's Toad as in like it has feet. Resident Evil, but the info isn't finished. So, oh, hang on. Okay, so, Sudowoodo. The fuck is a toadstool? I'm not your dad. Go look it up. It's a mushroom. Buddha. What this? So let's say like Sudowoodo. Here's Sudowoodo. Oh boy, I'm Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo is desperate to be a tree. I don't know if that's actually in Sudowoodo's lore. Or if it just disguises... I preferred the excuse that it disguises itself as a tree to protect it from the things it's weak against, or whatever. Oh no, it does it backwards. I don't know, whatever. Maybe Sudowoodo, like, goes to this forest because it's like, oh, I'm going to pretend to be a tree here. But this forest is actually, like, malicious. And it gets actually taken over by a plant. So this I think this could be original Sudowoodo. Where it actually is, like, park grass. Either rock grass or, like, grass ghost. So it, like, got its wish of becoming a tree. But that's literally because it was taken over by, like, this thorn kind of virusy thing. You know? Sudowoodo. Boonsley! Monkey paw situation. Exactly. Like, again, I'm not here to shit it. Well, I am, but I think it's so... The only times I've ever been truly stumped in these Fakemon review situations is when there is literally no concept. There are parasites that affect trees need to be cut down to avoid spreading infection. Yeah, so like, you really don't have to be a tree, so went through a curse, but kind of, yeah. Like, this thing literally gets I think here the idea is it's like a tree that's been possessed by grass. No, sorry, it's a tree already, so it's grass type, and then it's possessed by a ghost. That's kind of weird. But here, it's a rock that's been, like, possessed by this, like, crazy thorn thing, which ends up killing it. So its previous rock type has become ghost, and the new thorns that are controlling it are the grass type, if that makes sense. You can even give him angry eyebrows. I hate being sick. I got choked up by thorns right in his body. Exactly. Now we're thinking with cooking oil. So the Sudowoodo has become a shell for another being. Exactly. Because it's a rock type, it's very sturdy anyway. So this thing could be like a Delmai's Bramblegast relative, you know? And it's like, oh fuck, a pair of legs and a sturdy shell, I'm gonna take over that. Sudowoodo's weak to grass anyway. So this thing could it's basically like Paris, you know? And it could be like how... I don't think there's anything like petrified wood or and cordyceps or whatever, but it could be like lichen growing on petrified wood or whatever. I feel like something like this is the concept of this, but taken to a place that I could see them doing. Generally, they tend not to be super morbid. Has there been any crazily morbid Pokemon since Parasect, where the actual Pokemon itself is, like, dead? Because I'm trying to think, but that's like 1,000 designs that my brain has to go through. Finally, it could have been forced like a possessed person. Yeah, so I think with this one, because it has to be recognizable as Sudowoodo, it should have more or less the same proportions. Isn't there a tree that strangles other trees? That does sound familiar. Yeah, and then the whole lore could be like, the thing that strangles other plants isn't good because grass isn't effective against grass. But grass is super effective against rock. So it takes over Sudowoodo no problem. Ghostly Strangler figs. Let me take a look at them. Ghostly Strangler figs. Maybe just strangler twigs. Oh, and then the oh, that's perfect. Yeah, it's like the they take it over and then the they take it over and then like the tree inside can die and rot and then there's like just a shell of a tree left. I think that might be a good idea. It's like it literally surrounds the Sudowoodo, completely eats it. It's grass ghost, so it can be related to Bramblegast. Anyway, in case people don't know what I'm talking about, that'll be this. So like the tree is inside and this thing is like kind of growing all around it. So when the tree inside dies, all of this husk remains. Oh, that could be a really good idea. But it is nothing that I am willing to draw right now. So again, I don't think the idea is terrible. The grass ghost is confusing with this current design. So I think just think about what you want it to actually be. Yeah, this music is very fucking evil, so I'm gonna move on. Who the fuck was this? This is Master Chefy. Master Chefy. And this was Procelion. Is Chefy still here? Asks Procelion. Yes, there. Okay, let's see. Let me scroll back down again. Oh. Cider. And I'm going to try to avoid doing two people of the same. I'm going to try and avoid doing the same artist twice. Is there the words that I'm trying to get out of my fucking brain. No, my chat's disappeared. Why has that happened? There we go. What the fuck? Okay. Just bear with me. Okay, so only one Fakemon line per person. No, well, per stream, yeah. A lot of these are really good as well, is the thing. Okay, I did one already. Oh. I'll have to come back to some of these. Don't call me Mr. Spread. Okay, I'm going all the way back up to the top, and I'm going back down again. Okay. Okay! Eat my shit. It's me. Your dad. Well, Straffa, are you ready to die? Are you ready to die? Time is this? Ah, fucking hell, we're very early. Okay. Skibbity-bop, dada. Okay. Dodope. Dodo PE. Okay. Normal Psychic. Which is a goated type combination. The question mark Pokemon. What I think would be funnier for this, before we even begin looking at the design, is if for the category, it was literally like... just straight up like, we don't fucking know what this is. Because I've seen it posted before and I've skimmed the lore. I think it's like, how the hell is this thing still alive? Or that all that jazz. Abilities: Oblivious, Unaware, Hidden Ability, Dopamine. An ability of my own creation. When a Pokemon with dopamine receives a positive stat increase, it increases that plus those stats again by 33%. It's unaffected by statuses like Attract, Confusion, and Twisted. Fucking hell, dude. That's a crazy ability. Basis. Dodo question mark. I know people have been surprised and confused. There's some animals thought to be extinct didn't actually go extinct. Okay. So, Dodo question mark. Let's say Extinction Confusion. Fun trivia. It was going to be a ghost type as dead as a dodo. With its current design as what if we found a living dodo just waddling around in the world of Pokemon? It would be like we thought you went extinct and Dodo was just waddling along none the wiser. Spindle like Armor didn't originally have the visible pupil. Oh, it does have a pupil. Okay. So. You accept judgment. Okay. What species is this? Just question mark. So what I will say, and I gave out about it earlier, but in a different sense. I gave out about it with Little Misses. With Perselion, it's fine because all these are one Pokemon, so it's meant to look like that. But here, you know, this guy's covering up the one behind it. That one was fine. That one's fine. With this, you got a big shadow. And also I can see the... It's not a point, it's a point's evolution. But if I didn't know any better, I would think that this guy has like a weird hippo mouth on the top of his head. So it's just very important to remember. I know what this is. But it's very important, and obviously I know what that is because I drew its pre-evolution. But it's very important to remember that people do not know what your Pokemon is. So to kind of capture it as clear as possible. If it is an issue that there's a shadow, use a flash. Or try putting a light kind of between where your camera is and blah, 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 blah. Just submitted mine. How long is this continuing for? I have no idea. That's the joy of character design. Okay. So... there's a few things here that I do like. So I'm gonna kind of just draw this in my own style. So if we do a big fucking dodo beak. And I'll kind of get to stuff that I don't like. So something I don't like immediately is this is an old photo I didn't think singing. No, it's fine. Like, and this goes for everybody. a lot of the advice I'm giving to individual people can be, I would hope could be applicable to more, like, other circumstances. Everybody can make this mistake when taking pictures of Fakemon. You know? Crop is your friend. Yeah, I don't know why the black bars are a default of whatever picture program you're using, or if that's just the way your phone does shit. Quite weird, but the black bars themselves aren't a problem. They're very easy to get rid of. You know, I can do it right now if Photoshop would cop on for 2 seconds. There we go. See, easy peasy. Okay. Whoa! So what I don't like is I think you have too many... the beak is very visually busy. So it's like question mark, question mark, question mark, you know? I do like the idea of like it's closed and open, but I feel like it's just too much. It's too busy. Like maybe one, but I don't know if I even like the whole question mark thing. You could do it, you could do it where it like doubles as a nostril or something. Obviously this works from the other side. Because this... Oh no, sorry, it is this side. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Will you be doing more of these in the future? Should be doing. I used to do them a lot. I didn't think the mouth is just another part of its head. Because then what you also have is this kind of plumage up top. This guy's very Riddler-esque, where he just has question marks all over him, you know? Which then kind of does tie into the actual species name. You made the nostril combined with the pattern, looks like a mug. Fuck's sake. Maybe if the beak was shaped like a sideways question mark. See, I don't want to go too overboard with it. Because then, like, if this looks like a question mark and then the beak looks like a question mark. Hang on a fucking second, that actually looked kind of cool. Because then you can do the eye as the dot, almost. Give me a fucking second here now. A big snoise for sniffing food. People have asked me if I'm Swedish in that short. I don't know, I think it might be a bit too visually busy. See, the trick is to not over-design stuff. That's something I do think is a little bit over-designed is the... There's a lot going on here with the whole eye stuff. So I think you can do that, just have it be kind of bigger and easier to kind of see. As for which direction we want it to come out of. And it could almost work where the swirl is like an eyebrow as well. It's like, he's so angry. I'd remove the beak pattern. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If the beak is already a question mark, you don't need a question mark on the beak. And that way, let's say this is a question mark. Obviously, you'd be viewing it from the other side. Question mark, here's the dot. Question mark, here's the dot. Let's flip our drawing. Fuck's sake, I need to get the... Oh! My lasso tool. Transform. Where the fuck is transform? Flip horizontal. There we go. Okay. Oh my god, auto selector driving me fucking insane. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Okay. So this way now, like, that's a question mark. There's the dot. That's a question mark. There's the dot. Yada 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 yada. Dodo is a good name. And I think for the body you could go even more, like, pathetic. What I'm currently thinking of is, like, the Dodos from Ice Age. Which, as far as I'm aware, are fairly accurate. Remember the last melon? Let me see what Dodo. Like, I honestly think you could make the wings even more insignificant. Especially if it's just got this very, like, unassuming, just round body shape. I think then you could put the legs, like, on the sides almost. Just make it look like how on God's green flat earth did this thing survive, you know? You have 2 claws. Oh, slackot. I remember watching the DVD extras of that when I was very young and finding out how John Leguizamo did Sid the Slot's voice. Where he stuffed cotton into his cheeks and he's like, I'm a sloth now. The neck pattern, this thing, I'm not entirely sure. Because it could be like a bib almost. To kind of put through that baby nature. And then if you just want the... I was also going to say you could give it a belly button, but that's kind of disgusting. And also, Tornadus is a bird with the belly button already. A navel jewel. Somehow, despite melon shortages, also it's shaped like a melon. He's gonna have an iconic regal look to it, the chest feathers. I think you just do the... I don't think the tail is, like, overly important. Like, that's the thing with Fakemon design. Everybody's like, oh, the Pokemon, everything has to reference everything. It's like, you can just design a thing, you know? Personally, I think that's how I do, like, a question mark Dodo. I think, so, with the beak, either make the whole beak a question mark, or do one question mark and you can incorporate that into the nostril. Yes. It's an Among Us. We all know. Relax. Yeah, other than that, that's pretty good. Obviously, then what we could do with this one is you could put the nose like up there, almost. I guess. Oh, my credits music. Welch. Yeah, that was a nice fast one. Let's see what else is there. Let me see who's actually in chat. You got Pokemon acknowledged Among Us? When did they acknowledge Among Us? Oh. I'm Forest. Okay. We are learning. Made a reference in Gen 9 with Fungus. Fungus is from Gen 5, my guy. Okay, let me check participants. So obviously I want to do it with somebody who's here. So let's scrolly, roly, roly. Okay, I'll do these fast, I think. I'll do these nice and fast. We'll all learn a thing or two, I think. Let me just get them all open. No, Dodo, you're done. Get out of here. Bam. Womp. Oh, copy the new image, please. Oh, please fucking rid me of this. What is the point? What is the fucking point? Yeah, there we go. Of me copying the thing. If it's not gonna fucking... Oh, we have to do it all again. Okay, copy image. There we go. Okay, thank you very much. Shut up. You big dickhead. Okay. Skibbity-bob. Skibbity-bob. Babaduski. Piss sandwich. Okay. Let's try that again. Guys, I hate being ill. It just is so horrible. Okay. New. Okay. Where's my pen? Where's my phone? Ooh, hey, my phone poker. Fuck off, Battle.net. Ooh, Autumn subscribed to GBS. Thank you very much, Autumn. Okay. Skip it. That's a lot of text. Okay. Grubboar. The Grub Pokemon. Bug. Rattles, Gluttony Guts, Stats. I don't care about stats, but thank you for including them. Pew Protect. This is the second Pokemon with Protect in its name that I don't like the name of. And... Beetle. That sounds like a slur. Okay, let's see. Evolutionary line. It's based on grubs of a big long word I'm not going to try and say. And potato grubs. I'm going to Google this word because I'm not going to try and say it. A spruce beetle. A spruce beetle. Oh, there is spruce beetle, Lewis. Okay. Mascoticum. Beetlogger. Forest beet. Oh, bug steel. Okay. When do you become bug steel? This pupa's bug steel. Jesus Christ. Hello, Missy. I'm bullying children. This is the Zekrom version of the song, because you can hear the electricity. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. A level 15 bug steel type is pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Forest Beetle. Beat Logger is based on things, saws, loggers. The connection here being towards these lads having long mandibles and a tendency to gnaw through trees and decomposing dead trees. By the way, Mascotegum, thank you very much, is the indigenous Cree word for the spruce beetle or Sawyer beetle. But as an indigenous Canadian, this is Score talking, not me, by the way. Okay, music is bussin'. I think stage 1 is pretty... It's pretty much there, like. Stage 2 does look slightly familiar, though. But I mean, a lot of pupas do. Okay, because like dead ass. Hang on. I just want to find this. Wherever you may be. Where are you? Jesus, it is crazy how much designs age in a small amount of time. It's very similar to Pupa Energy, but like it's going to be because that's like Pupa's fucking look. So the reason it looks familiar is because we probably both reference the same fucking shit. Bug. I would usually have my pupas like sleepy or something, but that's just me. I think my main and probably only issue with this is the legs don't necessarily seem considered as to where they go. Because here it seems like, oh, is this coming off like the grey side bit, but then here it's like it's on the yellow. So I'd say just maybe like something to... I can't even think of the word, like some part of the body where the legs are coming out of. And then the final stage... I think with the final stage for me it's all about proportions. And I'm going to try something here. I just want to see if this works. Because again, I said I wasn't necessarily doing mons I liked, but I've broken that rule because I actually do quite like these guys. How is the selected area empty? Right, here we go. I think literally like I think this is the case of proportions. I think the body, like the head is the most important part. So I'm basing this all off the head. I think the body is too long. And then like the legs are too small. Or the legs are kind of too lanky. So if I was going to do it... Oh, Photoshop, eat my poo. Like, I swear to God. I have no patience. I think you'd almost make the jaws more Insane. Make him like an absolute bulky motherfucker. Yeah. Because, like, this guy needs to be able to cut down trees. Easily. I think he needs to be a unit. Honestly, I wouldn't complain if it was also on 3 legs. Or 2 legs. This is a bit of a stylistic thing also that I would think about. First stage is a grub. He's got 6 legs. He almost looks like a centaur. Middle one's a pupa. It has 6 legs. But then this guy's only got 4 legs. So I'm thinking you could either give this guy an extra pair of legs, which I think honestly would be a bit busy. Or you could you could remove a pair of legs on the middle guy. Again, I don't want to bring this back to me again, but I do have a big chunky lad. Yeah, like, I don't think I'd hate this guy if he was bipedal. But it does remind me of, if you wanted to go for 6 legs, I do have an old bug type, an old bulky bug type. And it's not the rhinoceros stagniant. You could do something like this. Now, obviously, with... What the hell is this guy's name? Carapace. There's no giant jaws. So there's room for arms. So honestly, I think I would keep this guy with only 4 limbs. And I mean, like, there's no rules with anything. Like, Weedle has a bajillion legs and then Beetle has 4. I just think when you can... Kakuna then has, like, 2 arms that you never see. There's just something weird to me about how it has, like, the 6 legs, and then... I think that might be another reason why this middle guy... This last guy feels a little bit incomplete. He's got a lot of ass, basically. So, what a squatter body does is it allows the antenna to kind of go back to the ass. And like fill out more of that space. There's nothing wrong with having a round final stage. I think the stick the grub has should be present in the other evolutions. I think the stick is more to illustrate that it's eating rather than like part of its design. But the whole idea of the stick is that like this guy's eating sticks and then this guy cuts down logs, you know? You could have... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Can I draw, please? Okay, here he is. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. I'm angry. Here's my back. Could even have his back. Like that. Then he's got these big fucking antennae that go back over him. And why do his antennae go back over him? To hold all the fucking logs he cut down. Oh my god, dude. Shit ass. Yippee. Oh my god. Crazy. Bananas. Bananas. So if you wanted to include the stick motif, you could do that. But you see what I mean? We just did that by looking at this. I didn't look up any fucking influence except what was provided. And then Crazy Nova suggested it. I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick because I can't fucking breathe. Don't get sick, guys. It's fucking stupid. Your parents will hate you. Hey, beater. Can I borrow your egg beater? Yeah, so like... Fuck my life. Okay, no. So look, if he was bipedal, if he was like, oh baby, yas baby, he could just carry them. But honestly, I think having him quadruped with the antenna holding the logs, that's if you want to do it. But that like just gives a... It's like a lower reason for the design, yeah. Fucking good shit. Good job. Right back after these messages. Raid of the cupboard. I also won't give anything away, but we will be doing sponsorships in January. Anyway, okay. Papa Booey. Let's call that score. Oh, yeesh. Okay, I'm just looking at Discord for a sec. Jeez, y'all are going ham. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, hang on. Is this earlier? Where did I see this? So I saw this earlier. Oh, good for you. Okay. Yeah, the fact that fucking Bug is Bug Steal as well. It's an instant win. The type combo is absolutely goated. Okay. Got him. Fucking cry about it, I swear to God. Baba Booey. Okay. Bada bing. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go. Isn't that convenient, score? Local boy sticks around until the designs are designed, and then he fucks off into the future. I don't know. I'm sick. Okay, anyway. Let's see. So, name. I'm shitting you. Have a nice life. Okay, do rate. That's the name. Types. Ghost. We got it. Etymology. Door. Plus. Doorway. Okay. Plus. Right. Plus. Rat. We're taking the piss here a bit. I'm gonna watch the new Puss in Boots today. I've heard it's absolutely incredible. I didn't care much for the first one. But apparently this... I don't know if it's like a direct sequel or anything, but apparently it's unbelievable. Basis. Is that written up here? Anyway. Wraith Shadow Legends. Get Ronda Rousey to beat the shit out of you for $10 a year. Get 12 million silver. Okay. Basis is portals. Now you're thinking of portals. Fake doors. / mimics. I'm assuming that's kind of like... And the only thing I can think of at the moment is Shazam. When they're in that weird realm where all the doors lead to places they're not. Monsters Inc. would be the one that I should have said. Objectmon? I don't think Objectmon is a basis. That's just a thing that happens. Like when Paldea, do you have any? Any Paldean Objectmon? Gimmighoul, I guess. It's not like, oh, we made him because we wanted a chest. I'm pretty sure there's another basis there. Anyway. Bramblin's not an object, it's a tumbleweed. Knackley is salt. I love Knackley. Okay. So. Bramblin is a plant. Revavroom. Which evolves from Vroom. Okay. Durate, like to pose as regular doorways, tricking people to get close before it swings open and pushes them inside, with its thin, almost skeletal-like arm to feed on their life energy. Classic ghost shit. Some say that the other limbs of this Pokemon are simply the limbs of other Pokemon trapped inside it. Okay. Concept? Not awful. Pokemon that's literally a doorway that can open up. It's pronounced Dorate. Well, it's not. There's no or here, so I'm not going to call it Dorate. As it's Durate. Yeah, I suppose you don't pronounce the W either. Durate. Oh, okay. I have questions. I have a lot of questions. What is this? What is this whole triangle bit? Like, is it a door frame? And then it just has an extra triangle on top of it? All other Pokemon on the field take 1/16 of their HP as damage. Jesus Christ. Ability's fucked. The door of infinite realities. Okay. Okay, because you know what this reminds me of now, as I'm drawing it? It's like that fucking guy who sells clocks in Hercules. So let's say we give him little legs. You want to buy a sundial? That's what it is. He doesn't sell clocks. So it could look like a guy, like, opening his jacket. Now, getting Ultra Beast vibes. Yes, that is. I was trying to figure out what it was. That wasn't sitting right. UB Gateway. So the issue here is you don't have a door frame. Like a double door with the arch not being its face. Yeah, so I was thinking doing doing a double door kind of situation. I think a double door might work better, honestly. It's very jolly music. Limbs aside are Gengar, Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard. So I think the limbs are actually my biggest gripe. Where it's just kind of, it's too much at once. It'd be interesting having a stream like this with specific topics. Yeah, so I've been considering doing streams in the new year. I'm going to be moving to a time zone that is more stream friendly. The only reason I'm doing this at the moment is because it's the Halabobs. So I know that people can actually watch it, even if it might be early in the day for some of you, or very late at night. I feel like the limbs add too much color. They do, which is why I don't like them. The guy who opens up his jacket, aka flashes. He is kind of a flasher, isn't he? I did ask if regional forms were okay. You're not there. I think the idea was... I think what Crazy was saying, like, is like, I design shit live as opposed to review stuff. Or did you mean? Maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. A teamed Fakemon review, I suppose, where I'm like, hey guys, submit your specific these, and I'll look at them. I think then you could do something with the top, just to make it not totally visually boring. What's kind of cool about this one then is it's almost coffin shaped. But then it just looks too much like a coffin. Looks like a new Evo for regional mask. POV, you're going to Narnia. Yeah, like, I would... To me, a lot of this... I don't know if you've necessarily considered how it looks like when it's closed. So basically the purpose of why I did like the little bits there is like, so it has like these little feet that you could imagine it waddling around when the doors are closed. And then with this, it has like a tentacle that can come out and open and close the door. Then I think you could do like these maybe one at a time. You could do references to other Pokemon without it necessarily being like I can summon Pokemon. But I would do like one at a time. You know, I wouldn't do all of them at once. But I also like, I love the idea of it like a two-dimensional Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, it does have DeadBedSpread energy. Which is why I put them there. No, genuinely, I do like this guy. Going into it, I thought I'd have more to say, but honestly, the design, like this is the design issue. You know, and you could do some sort of more elaborate door pattern, I guess. I don't know what that is. It's candy, I guess. I wish Pokemon would do more cool, unique ability things. Palafin, I think, was the right direction, but I hate Palafin's design. Maybe remove the W in the... Yeah, I think the W in the name is confusing as well. Dorate. Either of those. You could also call it, and this is kind of stupid, you could call it Dortle. Because it's a door portal. You could also go ham with eyes. You know, don't stop at 1. Give it 3. I wouldn't give it 2 anyway. Maybe that's its pre-Eva. Dorate. Yeah. I think the way the name is written at the moment is just a little bit too confusing. So I'd say get rid of like one of the letters. As Pro said, probably the W. What time is it? Okay, I'm gonna go for half an hour more, I'd say. Maybe the handles are the eyes? Oh, that's not a bad idea either. Especially because there's 2 of them. And you could do like a... Blah, blah. Give him a hat. Maybe the handles are eyes. Make the door itself a jaw. Well, that's kind of what we have going on here with the teeth. I'm not sure how you do the door as a jaw. Because then it would have to be sideways, and that's a bit too That's a bit too confusing, I think. Do you know what I mean? Give him a, okay, lads, I think we're we're losing the plot a bit now. Maybe teeth on the inside of the door? That could work. Sometimes I think it's... I don't think you have to overcomplicate some things. Like, I think this one up here is pretty good. Or a concept like this. We are going a bit off the rails. He doesn't need a beard. I think the concept there is very good. And who was that by? That was Forest? Yes. Okay, let's see what else I can cram in here in the last 30 minutes. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow for about 5 or 6 hours. I'm going to be starting at 4 PM BST, hopefully. UTC, sorry. I think it's the same time anyway. What I'll be doing is a surprise, but I think it'll be a fun time. It won't be this. It's something I've never done before, but it's gonna be fun to do it together, I think. This looks like an Evo to Planky from Eden. Who the fuck is Planky? Speaking of mat number 7077. Head off as a grub cooking. All the best, Welsh. I will be eating a lot of food. Okay. Here's my entry for Fakemon Review Live. I kind of screwed up the proportions. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Let's put you up there. Salazarn. Which is Salazzle plus burn. Fire poison. A fire poison incinerator dinosaur. Actually, that is a YouTube poll, actually, where I'm going to ask just my general subscribers, should I keep Lactose or go with Toastera again? Anyway, that's besides the point. Abilities, combustion, corrosion. What is combustion? Ability. Is combustion a different... an ability in another language? Because I'm not seeing anything. Combustion makes him heal from water and take damage from fire. What? Immune to water, weak to fire. Okay. Classification, combustion Pokemon. Basis Forest Fires, Burning Godzilla, Torchman, in quotes, Mutation, and Bodybuilding. What is Torchman? From Mega Man. Let me see. Reach Discord. And burning Godzilla is Godzilla, but burning. Who knew? Salazarn are constantly burning alive due to the fact that their bodies grew too quickly upon evolution, needing to either eat constantly as to not fall apart or be submerged in water to stop the flames. Salazar simp for Salazarn even though he is constant agony in need of a cold water. Salazar simps for nobody, first of all. So this is a male Salandit evolution. So we'll get Salazzle. And Salandit. Are we finally ready to begin? Humanoid crocodile is going to be one of my favorite genders. Must be immune to water, called the ability Steamer. Oh my god, mate. Are we going for a fucking steamer? Okay, proportions regardless. This reads as a fighting type. Just straight up. The name shouldn't... Okay. Let's go into Salazzle for a sec. So it's like Salamander Dazzle, I guess. Salamander Dazzle or Sizzle, yeah. And this comes back to fucking thing where it's like, oh, you shouldn't just have its name be another Pokemon's name with an extra bit. But Dodonsparce does it. This is the Electivire situation. What's the Electivire situation? I think its name should be like Sala something. But Salazzle is the female, yeah, so... Also, the whole lore is that the male Salandit don't evolve. Looks like a fighting type, it isn't now. Okay. So... Yeah, it looks like a fighting type. It has... And obviously it's not coloured in, so I'm not sure. It has fire here. On its wrists. It has fires in its elbows. It has fire on the back of its head. If I were to guess, I would say that all this bit is meant to be illuminated as well. Salaburn. Yeah. But Salazzarn is like taking the dazzle for no reason. You know what I mean? So... I do have a primary issue with this. Do we know what it is? I'm just looking in the Discord for a hot second. What the fucking God's green earth? Okay. Oh, I just have fucking Salazzle written up here. Whoops. Salazzle. Okay. Okay, so first off, it's a buff man. This guy is Buzzwole energy, but it's not fighting type. It is very humanoid when... Okay, Salazzle has like anthro stuff going on, but she is still like a lizard. This is a man. No fire on the other two, yep. The fire seems very... Not all fire types need to be on fire. I feel this is a trap that a lot of people fall into. Bionicle proportions. Why is it still poison? Yep. The contrast between the muscles and the waist is bothering you. Literally what you can do is you can take Salazzle's proportions and flip them upside down. But like, why? He's big man legs. Okay, let me see. Meat fodder. Where the fuck did where did this go? Why does my heart hurt? Whew, Christmas is a time to be alive. Okay, scrolly. Okay. Celestials are constantly burning out due to the fact that their bodies grew too quickly upon evolution. How do they evolve? Also, there's a lot going on with the head that I'm not entirely sure what's happening, you know? Well, twig arms. I'm using the exact same arms that Salazzle has. I literally took Salazzle's hips, made them the shoulders, took her bust, made them the hips. Yeah. I'm never a fan of hyper... And I say sexualized or genderized Pokemon. Like for me, a male slanted evolution doesn't need like an 8-pack and biceps to be male, you know. Makes the global warming with Slanted have its hard to survive and send it to keep up. I'm waiting for Matt. How did they evolve? The whole eyebrow spikes, I don't quite know what that's about. Male slant. No, but the thing is, it's oh, maybe male slanted could evolve, but the whole lore of Slanted is that the males don't evolve. While we're waiting, bear with me. Slanted. Pokedex entries. The males will do whatever the females tell them. They give the females most of their food. Due to malnutrition, the males cannot evolve. So it's a nutrient overdose. And does this happen in the wild, or is it in care? Salandit is the male Salazzle. No, but there can be female Salandits and they evolve. Okay. Only female Salandit can produce gas laden with pheromones. Males entranced by this gas will do whatever the females tell them. It evolves with an item. The injector. For some reason only females have been found. It creates a reverse harem. Yeah. Salazzle live deep in caves and forces land attractive pheromones to serve it. Push Salandit. I like a nutrient to overdose. In captivity being how this happens. Okay. So if it's overdosing on like drugs, so I think here the problem is there's not a... The concept is muddy, okay? Because for me, if it's like a unnatural overdose kind of situation, you can be freaking out, you know? But then it's also like, if you're going for like an overdose situation with lots of muscles, that's a fighting type, you know? Especially because the fire is kind of breaking out of like... But I don't think fire types are just filled with fire. They're like, if you cut off a Salazzle's arm, fire's not going to pour out. It's going to be her blood, you know? There's like a fire organ or something there that then they use to spit out fire, you know? Or Salazzle's is obviously in its back, or Salandit's in its back. But, so like, there's too much going on with this. The face doesn't look like a Salandit. Or a... It's very aggressive because what's happening. I think there's a way to do that where it's not a man. Is the thing. Matt, if it's okay with you, would you mind if I grabbed another one of your Fakemon? You can say no. Buff woman. Sure, okay. It's not firing squad treatment, it's just... I think it's useful information. Because I'm noticing kind of trends that seem to be coming from somewhere. So I feel like with this, it has these big pokey eyebrows. It has these things on the back of its head. It's humanoid, and it's got these big thighs with the big legs. As does the final evolution of your Firestarter. So I think what's happening here is you're falling back on design traits that you like, but they don't necessarily make sense when it's being used as like a evolution of a concept that already exists. Because the big like eyebrow horns, the things in the back of the head being humanoid, they don't really have anything to do with Salazzle and Salandit. You know? And I think you are a very good artist. It's just okay, like let take it this way, okay? Matt, can you tell me 2 of your favorite Pokemon? Or just give me 2 random Pokemon. In fact, anybody can give me 2 random Pokemon. It doesn't have to be just Smash. Waha, it was Shroomish all along. Haxorus and Blaziken. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do Haxorus and Blaziken just because those are who Matt suggested. Okay. Bear with me just a second. Oh, the most cursed music in Pokemon. Okay. I just need to get this kind of central. Okay. I'm going to be drawing here. Am I drawing? And I'm going to do it very, very simply. Am I drawing Haxorus or Blaziken? It's Blazers. It's Haxorus. What else did we say? We had like King Gambit and Zekrom. Like even in like a 10-second sketch, you know, it's obvious what I've drawn, you know, now. And I did this earlier, so it's not just aimed at you. Other people are guilty of this too. Which one of these 2 Fakemon am I drawing? Do you see what I mean? And yes, you can always be like, oh, well, it doesn't have the lightning bolt, or it doesn't have the flames in the hands, but, you know, those... those things are, like... they don't make the difference, you know? Plus, it could be both, you know? I just put flames in the hands. Now it's the other one. You know, they're the exact same shape. Like, fuck it, people are saying... like, what Pokemon is that? It's Caterpie. Like, it's instantly recognizable as Caterpie. Because, like, it can so easily... If I did that, that could be Caterpie, it could be Scatterbug, it could be Weedle, but then if I do that, it's Weedle. If I do that, it's Scatterbug. You know, if I do that, it's Caterpie. But like, that's like 4 circles. This is a man shape already, you know? You don't need to apologize, Matt. I do think your art is very, very good. Like, it's technically... like, I would have given my fucking left arm to draw like this at your age. It's just in Pokemon, things generally don't tend to feel samey, and I think that's where the problem is, as opposed to the concepts not being good enough. It's that they always fall back on... I'm looking at the older design of Blast Nitro. Send me the new one. Oh, fuck yeah, I just saw Score's redesign. Time is it? Okay, I'll do one more after this. I'm gonna look through the Discord. Also, thank you everybody for showing up. I know it's funny to see the local man scream at children's drawings, but it is something I genuinely enjoy. I don't think it's a thing a lot of other creators do, but I think it is valuable. I think it's a valuable experience for all of us, because I've had many breakdowns earlier about what the fuck even is a Pokemon design, you know. Okay, let's see. Okay, but Matt. Is this the same? Did you copy the same image again, you little... Oh, I hate Photoshop. It annoys me so much. Okay, let's try this again. Let's do this for real this time. There we go. But Matt, in terms of body shape, it's not terribly different. It's okay to post more than one. Yeah, Lilex, you can post more than one. I just won't be looking at it today. I don't want to look at anyone more than anyone else. Like, okay, sure, the tail and the arms are longer, but it still has big eyebrows, flare on back of head, bipedal. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could, with this drawing here, it's like, oh, which one do I want it to become? Well, let's give it flames. It's this one. Let's take away the flames. Let's make the tail longer. Give it a zap. Now it's that one. Yeah. I don't think being on all fours is the issue. That, like, I was going to, like, Salazzle isn't on all fours. It can be on all fours. But I think it's... You should look at how animals' anatomy works. Because I don't know the exact name of the leg. I don't know if it's digitigrade or whatever, but, like, Salazzle's legs... They're very like that. It's not like Salazzle has, like, oh, here's my big thigh, and then here's my human knee, and then my... calf, and then my foot. Yeah. It'd be worth looking into animal and digitigrade is right. I'm not an animal leg expert. But then, this being said, I do have the same issue with other people on the server, where they will only do digitigrade legs and not the more I don't want to say human, because squirrels and bears have the same kind of legs that we do. It's just about diversity. You know? And Little Phantom, I don't know. I'll announce it on the Discord when it is. Ready? We haven't even finished this one first. More anther-like. Plantigrade. Fucking Perselian with the fucking leg lore. I just think it's worth, it'd be worth researching the actual animals and putting aside any third-party basis. Because obviously, you know, you're saying this guy is based off of, like, lads, don't apologize for uploading. I'll see them next time. You're obviously saying it's based on, like, Burning Godzilla and, Torchman? Is that his name? Godzilla's a guy in a suit, and this is a man, you know? So... But if you were to look up, like, an actual, like, salamander... You know, their legs look like this. And guys, I'm not saying, I'm not saying, like, this is the fucking Bible of how to draw shit as well either, you know? Like, Matt, if you enjoy creating characters this way, keep doing it. This is very optimistic music for this conversation. It is... People can tell you not to draw shit the way you draw shit, but if you want to draw shit that way, fucking go off. In my first half of high school, I drew dragons every fucking day. And it was always the same kind of dragon. They never had a neck. They looked horrible. But I was set in my ways. And then it was only once I realized that I didn't want to do it anymore that I moved on. And you know the thing like self-change comes from within. All that jazz. So like, if you want to keep drawing men, is humanoids, we should call them. Keep going. Because you are a very, 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 very fucking good artist. It's just in terms of Pokemon. I think that's where you have room to learn. But fuck it. All Pokemon are made up anyway. Inteleon is a man. And so is Quaquaval. So, fuck it. Same face syndrome effects. Yeah. And fucking Palmy exists. So who the fuck am I to tell you what you can and can't draw? All I'm saying is if I did a slanted evolution, I'd do it differently. But I do like the captivity. I like the captivity lore aspect to it, if that makes sense. Palmy's, yeah, Palmy does. I fucking hate him so much. Oh, I might actually try and do something with a male Salandit. I like the idea of flipping Salazzle's body shape upside down to get something like that. I think it works. Okay, who's Palmy? Oh, the more you don't know. Okay, let's hide all you. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna eat some fucking food. Okay, who is still here? Okay, who... Everybody sound off. If I did you already, I'm not going to do you again. Okay, let's see. Actually, Crazy, you've been here the whole time, so I'm gonna do yours. Wherever the fuck it is. I don't even know what it is yet. Okay, I did actually pass this one earlier, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Okay. No. Yes. Okay. You don't have to redesign them if you don't want to. but you are welcome. Fraxant. Okay, there's a lot of lore here. Ooh, Le meme. Okay, you need to finish the drawing. So something about this isn't done. I couldn't tell you what. Maybe shading? Okay, Fraxant. It's a plant psychic type. So it's grass. If I'm not mistaken, it's called plant in other languages. I think Portuguese calls it plant. Maybe Spanish too. Etymology is fray, fragrance, pax, ascend, and scent. Basis. Let me zoom in a bit. My throat is dry as all fucking hell, I swear to God. Plant does make more sense. We've had this argument on Discord before, but plant does make the most sense for that type to be called. Okay, so peace. Social or personal balance, in which there are no conflicts. Oh, okay, so it can like use its arms to make the symbol, I suppose. That's pretty dope. Grass type doesn't have one Pokemon based on grass. I made one. The Dove of Peace, yeah. Bird-like head. Flowers, mainly lavender. Smells. Yeah, because lavender smells and fragrances, and its name has fragrance in it and scent. Frey, the Norse god of peace. This god had a wild boar. So the crown looks like a boar snout. That's this bit. Very good. Do the arms come off of its head? Maybe they aren't arms. Fasting in many religions, people do something. Okay, so it's thin because it doesn't eat. Rockets. It's not very noticeable, but it is shaped like a rocket. Okay. Pax. Roman goddess of peace. Feminine appearance. Pokemon was designed hours ago. One of the two main legendaries. Okay, that was my next question. Fraxant will bring peace and harmony everywhere they go, but the effect will be weaker if its counterpart is too close. Fraxant is constantly being chased by its counterpart, which will kill Fraxant the day it gets too weak to escape. That's fucking morbid. Like... This is the reason why I don't review things I like, because, like, I like it. I can't really say anything about it, you know? I think it has, like, the right amount of detail for a legendary. I think the boar head might be a bit... Then that's where like the arms come from, so it's perfect. Let me see. Hi, do you review Fakemon often, or is this a one-time thing? I used to do it often. I might make it a weekly thing. It's just during the holiday break at the moment. I probably won't continue doing it into January, but it's a fun time regardless. I will say that the type combination absolutely fucking sucks. But that is neither here nor there. Why am I scrolling up? Wait, what was the boar? Oh yeah, for Frey, the piece of Frey. I don't know, like it has like the right level of detail, I feel. Because obviously when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, this is very visually insane. So then I'm like, okay, my first question is it a legendary? Is it an Ultra Beast? And it's a main legendary as well. And look, it brings the fucking things down together, and it's a fucking peace symbol. I don't know, I think that this is pretty fucking good. Which is precisely why I don't review Pokemon that I like. So I might put it in, I might make a rule from now on where you have to submit things that you think that you don't like yourself. Yeah, because if you are there, Crazy Nova, obviously if you designed this hours ago, I assume you'd like it. Because you wouldn't be currently rendering something you didn't like. I hope you like it anyway. It's super bananas. This is the best way I can put it. This is the best legendary theme, don't at me. I hate that it wasn't in Legends. I have some Fakemon already. What's feedback? You can do that in my Discord. It's in the description. Now the thing is, the channel you post them in for this specific set of streams will be closed after the stream ends, and it'll reopen the next time I stream, which will probably be, what day is it? Is it Tuesday? When's new? Well, I'll be streaming tomorrow, but not for this. So it's pretty much, but like there's a whole Fakemon channel in there where you can just ask for feedback. It doesn't have to be live. This whole live thing is like a way for me to get actually fucking mean with the designs. So if you want just general feedback, you can do that in the Fakemon channel on my Discord. Yeah. Anyway. Legendary theme that's mine and craft. This is Crazy Nova. Okay, what did we do today? Looked at pics. Yeah, and for this it was just... For this it was the concept I felt was lacking. This had a good concept, but not a great execution. This I would have said the concept was terrible, but Mousehold exists, so now it's the execution could use some work. Master Chefy, good concept, bad execution. Good concept and good execution also, just refinement, I guess. Shape language, I suppose. This one is pretty fucking good. This one I thought I'd have more negatives to say on, but honestly, kind of stole my heart. I fucking love this. I like the concept for this as well. Just a lesson in reference. And this one's just fucking solid. Now to make a classic Fakemon review style, we have to get mean at the end. There you go. Remember, this is all in jest. The YouTube man told me to fuck off. Yeah. I know, let's turn on all the layers at the same time. Fuck me, that's horrible. Oh, palm it. Yeah, okay. And yeah, there we go. Thank you everybody for coming along to this. I need to get some music that isn't this. Classic DBS outro. Thank you everybody for joining me for the Fakemon review stream return, I guess. It's a lot of fun doing these. I wish I could do them more. It's just timing, living in GMT. I know some people would show up, but generally it'd be like 3 of you as opposed to the 20 or so we had kind of constantly. This stream will stay up. All the old ones, I think, are still up as well. I went back and watched a few of them in preparation for this. Not like watch them, but it was still fun to look back, and I was like, this is stupid. Will there be another? There will. I don't know when specifically. I will be streaming tomorrow, though, not this. And tomorrow's stream will be very long, but it'll be a fun one. So if you are around 4 p.m. UTC, that's 8 a.m. Western time, I think, onwards, I'll be streaming kind of throughout the day, doing a fun idea. I usually do, I think I did one last year, or at the start of this year. Similar concept, but, you know, we'll see anyway. Palmy rant stream went. I'll make a Palmy video if I'm doing a rant. Hang on. You can't escape me, surf music. Fuck, it escaped me. You can't escape me, surf music. No, not yet. Okay, hang on. Yeah, thank you for watching. What the fuck do you say at the end of streams? This is DeadBedSpread. It's in the fucking name of the stream. Subscribe to my main YouTube channel. Maybe I can hit 90 fucking thousand within the next 4 days. Be class. The stream is nice. Goodbye, DBS. Good night, everybody. Right, well, goodbye, everybody. I don't know if it's nighttime for you or not. Yeah. Jeez, we've been going 3.5 hours. That's bananas. How did I do this every week? Yeah, that's the reason I stopped. Thank you, everybody, for your submissions. I'll be closing that Discord channel now. And I'll see y'all the next time I do this. So, what the fuck is my outro? What the fuck is it? I've been DeadBedSpread, streaming on DBS, and I wish you all the best.